Have you ever had a moment like this? On the subway, in the office, or late at night when you can't fall asleep? You find yourself stuck with questions like, what will my future look like? Are my choices already written? Why is there so much unfairness in the world? Most of the time, life forces us to answer questions with fixed answers. The exam problems, the work reports, the daily chores. But the questions that truly keep us awake are the ones nobody can answer. Today, I want to take you into two questions that no one in the world can answer yet. They will show you that the unknown is not just confusion, it is a kind of power. And by the end of this journey, you will see why curiosity might be our most precious ability. When I was a child, I often asked questions that no adult could answer. What is it like to live as a fish? Was the Big Bang just an accident? Who am I really? Am I only a biological machine? Or is there a reason I have consciousness at all? These questions had no answers, but they pulled me forward like a magnet into a much bigger world. Sometimes when I sit on an airplane and look out the window at endless deserts and mountains, I feel that Earth is already vast. But the sun, which we see every day, can hold a million Earths. And yet in our galaxy, it is just one of 400 billion stars. And our galaxy is only one of 100 billion galaxies. If every star in the Milky Way were a grain of sand, and the Milky Way itself would be a giant beach. The universe then would be a beach stretching hundreds of millions of miles. Some scientists even believe there may be countless other parallel universes, each with different laws, different particles, even different versions of you. So the question becomes, how many universes exist? The answer might be one. It might be infinite. We simply do not know. And here is another mystery. Where are the aliens? In the Milky Way alone, there may be 500 billion planets. Even if only 1 in 10,000 could host life, that still leaves 50 million potentially habitable worlds. So why have we never seen evidence of another civilization? This is known as the Fermi paradox. Perhaps advanced civilizations already fill the galaxy, but they hide themselves. Perhaps life itself is much harder to evolve than we imagine, and Earth is just an extraordinary accident. Perhaps civilizations destroy themselves before they can spread to the stars. Or perhaps we are not looking in the right way. Maybe they communicate in signals we cannot detect. Maybe they live in forms too small or too different for us to recognize. Maybe they are already here in ways we cannot imagine. So how many universes are there? Where are the aliens? Right now, there are no answers, but it is these very questions that push humanity forward, like opening door after door, never knowing what lies behind them. It might be infinite parallel worlds. It might be another form of life. It might be simply our own reflection staring back. We may never find the ultimate answer, but the act of asking, of seeking, makes our lives larger. It makes the world more astonishing. So the next time you are stuck with a question that has no answer, do not panic and do not turn away, because it is those very questions that remind us to stay curious is the reason we keep moving forward. Stay curious, stay amazed.